Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, or whatever time you're watching this, all you footballer lovers. Welcome to the GameFace Footy Show here at GameFace headquarters in Studio 1. We are live, we are bringing you everything from the SFNL Division 4. My name is Russell Robertson. We've got Paddy over here and Will here. How are you, boys?
Doing good, mate.
Yeah, very good, mate. How's yourself?
Look, I'm very, very good. Living the absolute dream. Sitting next to you, Will. Let's go through the top stories. Moorabbin, Pip Lyndhurst, or did they? I love it. Key injuries for Lyndhurst. Dylan Cott returns. And Hallam, the real deal. Are they the real deal? Big win over Lindale. You boys are going to absolutely rip through this one. Let's start off with Lyndhurst and Moorabbin as I handball it over to you, Big Will.
Alrighty, so perhaps the shock result of round 2. Lyndhurst 10-8-68. Defeated by Moorabbin 10-9-69. An absolute nail-biter there at Marriott Waters Reserve. But your sources, Paddy, there's a bit more to it than just the result on paper, I hear.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, the scoreline may be a little bit out from what was registered after the game. So I've heard that the video has been checked and the scores may be changed over the next couple of days.
So we don't know what the result is of Lyndhurst and Moorabbin. We know that it was Lyndhurst a point loss to Moorabbin, but it may be changed.
I'm hearing it will be.
It will be changed.
Well, I'm hearing that the score was wrong with the video being out there and having been seen. That's the best thing that can happen is it being filmed now and being able to be turned over. But
because they're filmed.
Exactly right. But it's only what I'm hearing at the moment. Could be wrong. But
you never know. These goal umpires might be dropped to Division 5 next week.
So that is controversial, Paddy. That is very controversial. So I understand Lyndhurst put the dispute in with the league, get them to go over the tape.
Yep.
That's huge news. I mean, how do you, as you said, how do you miscount goals, behinds?
Well, 10 points as well. It's not like it's 1 or 2. From my hearing, Moorabbin was actually 59 to Lyndhurst 68. So it's not just a goal or something like that. It's a fair bit out. So
well, stranger things have happened. Even happens in the AFL. Sometimes you can't hear the siren. Sometimes scores are wrong. They'll get it right, I'm sure, and we'll know what's going on with those clubs. But that is very strange indeed in this day and age. Get that wrong. As you said, we've got cameras, so we'll be able to go back over the video footage and see who won that game. Some big injuries to come out of this one, thanks to Body First Health Group.
Yeah, of course. 2 big injuries. Jason Twite popped out his shoulder, I believe, and James Gardner, pretty serious looking knee injury there, which is not very good news. What can you tell us on that front, Paddy?
Yeah, with Jimmy Guards, absolutely ripping bloke and heart and soul down at that place. So it's a real sad one. And that'd be season, possibly career done. So. Sad news. Hopefully he can come back and get himself playing again, but he's just an absolute bull and quality person. So
a big loss for the Lightning, no doubt.
Yeah.
But we'll keep our fingers crossed for the young fella there. You don't like seeing that at any level of footy, Robbo?
Absolutely, and it tears the heart out of a team when one of their good players, people that they love around the football club, goes down with an injury. You saw it in the AFL last week. The opposition don't even want to see that. When the young Adelaide fella looked like he'd done his knee. He didn't. Seaman, both teams going over the John boys as well, going over and checking out if he was okay. Speaking of okay, Hallam, geez, aren't they showing us what they're all about this year? And the question is, are they the real deal? Will, what do you think?
Well, they are going okay. So they've had, they obviously got their monkey off the back last week with their breakthrough win over CPL. Bit of a shock result for many. Yeah. Their first win in 595 days, I think, if I can recall correctly, and they've backed that up by giving Lindale the old short back and sides. 130 points in the end, big win. Yeah,
I went and watched that for the first half and then left because I couldn't get much out of it. They were just walking all over Lindale. Once again, a ruckman against Lindale dominated. And
Caballo?
Yeah. And they just did whatever they wanted through the midfield. They just waltzed around. It was sort of sad to watch for Lindale, but for Hallam, fantastic result, so they're looking okay.
Fantastic. Our man John Donoghue was at Lindale, and the man on the ground, he was getting around with the camera. Let's check out some of the action from this game.
All right, here with Lindale centre-half back, Reece Goodwin. Reece, how long have you been playing here for?
This is my first year here, actually.
Where have you come from?
Cranbourne Junior Footy Club.
Beautiful. And what was the reason you came over here?
Old junior coach is the head coach here, Rod Ellis, so thought I'd come along with him.
You enjoying your time so far at Lindale after only, I guess, one game?
Oh, definitely. It's been a great club and good to meet some new people and just love being under Rod.
Anyone of your new teammates tear it up in pre-season on the track?
Ooh. Dylan Bone is definitely a big one. He's just a genuine gun. He's been killing it.
And how you guys adapting to the new rules?
It's been interesting. Like 666 is allowed for a bit of high scoring, so that's added a bit of fun to it.
And the club, you weren't here, but the club obviously finished 5th, just missed out on the finals in 2018. Has there been a conversation had as a way to push back into the finals for this year?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I come across with the thoughts of hopefully making some finals this year, because we were real close last year and we picked up some big names. So hopefully we can get across and have a good year.
Johnny Donoghue, thank you very much. Talking to a couple of Lindale players before the game, they wouldn't have been that happy post-game.
No,
What's
wouldn't have
the
thought
story,
so.
Will? What's the story there?
Wouldn't have thought so, but obviously 130-point defeat's not good for the morale of any side, especially when you've had a tough season previous.
On the back of 150 the week before, it's not good signs.
No doubt. We've spoken a fair bit about Hallam. They're up and about.
Yep.
But does this result say more about Hallam, or does it say more about Lindale, do you think?
It says a lot about where Lindale are at. Can they come back from it? Are the playing group strong enough that they can rebuild on it? I don't know. From what I saw, the disappointing thing from the sidelines watching was when it got hard, they just seemed to stop. So can that group re-gel? Can they follow with what Rod's trying to do down there? I'm not sure, but yeah, difficult.
What they might need to do is form a circle like the Melbourne Football Club did. Sit around in the circle, look at each other in the eye. Look what happened. They go up to Sydney and win. That's maybe an option. Why don't you do that? Some goal kickers for the Hallam boys, Will.
Yeah, there were a couple
Charleston.
there. Charleston, 6. That's on the back of 4 the week before, so he's got 10 in 2 weeks. So, interesting player, Charleston. I'm sure we'll see more about him as the year progresses. And Rory McIver, I reckon the bloke's an absolute star. Slotted a lazy 5 there for the Hawks. So, plenty of firepower there.
Other results, CPL 16-14, 110 defeated Dandenong 7-9, 51. CPL too good, but Dandenong very competitive. Frankston Dolphins 13-3, 81 defeated South Yarra 6-6, 42. Frankston secure second win and second spot.
Just quickly, a good news story out of CPL. Dylan Cott made his return to footy after a couple of years out in the sidelines with a knee injury. Great to have you back, Cookie.
Yeah, well done, Dylan.
Well done, fantastic, Dylan Cott. The goal kicking this week, Alex Wilson 7. That's an official bag and a bit. Jack Charlesian, we already spoke to him. 6. Charlesian, Rory McIver with a bag. 5. Hamish Browning and Brenton Rafferty all on 4 goals there. Both on 4 goals there. Boys, you've been, and I just watched you out in the foyer. You know, you're sweating over this team of the week. You really do put a lot of time into it, a lot of effort into it. So you're always really sorry for those guys that miss out. We love to hear the feedback. Feedback goes here. All right there. A little bit there. Division 4 team of the week. Go for it, boys.
Alrighty, so in the back line, we've got Brendan Shannon from Frankston Dolphins. Eddie Gates, also from Frankston Dolphins at fullback. And Ben Guy had a pretty good game for CPL. On the half-back line, Jesse Walia. I know you're a big fan of Jesse. He's an absolute star.
He's a good kid, Jesse.
Scotty Steghouse from South Yarra, the playing coach. We've squeezed him at centre-half-back. Probably too good a player to leave out of the team of the week, I think.
Got to have a resting ruckman somewhere, so why not?
Absolutely. And his teammate Dean Mendes as well gets on the flank there. The centre line, now, this is where we had most of our difficulty because we had so many players that could sort of squeeze in through. Jason Twite on the wing. Tom Bradley, the Hallam skipper, 2 good games in a row. He's in the guts there. And Stelly Slaughter from Moorabbin. Despite what could possibly be a loss, manages to squeeze in. Had a pretty good game on the weekend.
Yeah, well, regardless of whether it was a win or loss, you have a good game, you deserve to be in there. And from all reports anyway, from where it's at the moment, Moorabbin have won, so what can you do?
That's got to go down as one of the greatest names of all time. I know Steel Sidebottom was in there in the world's best name. Steel Slaughter is even better, isn't it?
Will say that he did get voted the world's best name in sport, Steel Sidebottom.
Yeah, he did.
And, you know, as a Collingwood fan, pleased to see it. However, there was a name that got beaten. He beat because it came down to a public vote. How one of the, I think it was a dancer from one of the NFL teams, her name is Charity Beaver. How she didn't get top spot has got me stuffed. Absolutely stuffed.
Where Will's
I
mindset
like
is at.
Steel Slaughter, but if you want to go with that, Will, that's on you, mate.
No, it is a good name. I like that. Charity Beaver. Steel Slaughter and Steel Sidebottom. They're right up there with great names. Let's move to the half-forward line quickly.
Rory McIver and sorry, I've still got Charity Beaver. All right, straight up, boys, straighten up. On the half-forward line, Rory McIver, lazy 5 goals on the weekend for the Hallam Hawks. Hamish Browning, the big fella, 4 for Lyndhurst, got the spots in half-forward. And Brenton Rafferty kicked 4 for CPL on the weekend, gets the spot in the other half-forward line.
Bit of firepower on that line.
Very much so, and if we look at the forward line, plenty more goals coming there. Jack Shalassian, 6, he gets in the pocket. Matty Johansson, 3 for Moorabbin, and Alex Wilson with the 7, if you don't mind. Lazy day out there for CPL. Plenty of goals there, 16 goals on that forward line
Very,
for the week.
very dangerous.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all.
In the rucks, Dion Cavallo, who you said shot the lights out for the Hawks.
Yeah, just did what he wanted.
Always handy to have a big mobile ruckman like Cavallo running around. Austin Lothian from Frankston Dolphins and Joel Danello from Hallam there. And on the interchange, we've got Lachlan Fielding from Frankston Dolphins, Sam McRae from Moorabbin, CPL skipper Paul Marasha, and Ben Kongba from Dandenong. He's improved out of sight in the last little bit. So
it's good to have someone from Dandenong pushing to get in there, considering they are rebuilding, they are doing a lot of work. So good on him.
And he's one of their consistent performers as well. So well done to you.
I don't agree with you that you have to have a resting ruckman. I don't agree with it because I'll put you back to 2005. I kicked 73 goals in the season as a small half-forward flanker, and they put Spider Everett in the forward pocket. Could have been all Australian. 73 goals. I'm not even 6 foot. Anyway,
you were robbed, but that's a story. That's a story for another day, mate.
It's my soapbox, my show. I'll say what I want. Kongba, another good name.
Yeah,
Kongba. It's got to be King, doesn't he?
Yeah.
King Kongba.
No charity beaver, but still like
Upcoming games. Tips for you boys over the Easter break. We have Lyndhurst versus Linda. The Lynn teams. Who have you got?
Look, on what they've shown today, probably go against Lyndale. I think they're struggling a little bit, so Lyndhurst for mine.
Lyndhurst for me, but I think with a couple of key injuries to key blokes, it won't be as big as what we think. But Lyndhurst will still get the points.
Might be a close game, the boys reckon. CPL versus South Yarra.
CPL for me.
Yep.
CPL for mine too. Too strong around the ground.
Moorabbin versus Frankston Dolphins.
This is an exciting one.
Yeah.
On the small ground, Moorabbin for me. I think Frankston's going to go really well this year, but I think on the small ground, Moorabbin could do some damage.
I think they could do some damage. However, I take the view that if Frankston Dolphins are serious about being a premiership threat, these are the sort of games that they have to win.
Yep.
I do like Moorabbin's chances, but Frankston Dolphins for mine.
We'll move to Sunday, Easter Sunday, Dandenong versus Hallam. They've opened up their chocolate, they're headed to the ground.
No, this is the week after Easter, mate.
Oh, this is the week after.
Yeah, we've
got
no
Easter
games.
break.
No games this weekend, so this will be the following week. So the Sunday, the traditional game, I think, for Dandenong down there.
Is it?
Yeah, on the
It should
Sunday
be,
after
good, should be a
Anzac Day.
good crowd to this too. Dandenong, Hallam, close rivals.
I think so too. Hallam have been in some pretty good form last couple of weeks, but yeah, Dandenong, they've improved, but I don't think they're quite up to Hallam's level just yet.
Yeah, Hallam for me. Dandenong consistently improving. They've shown signs in each game. 7-goal quarter last week, and then competitive for the first half, I'd say, on the weekend. So showing signs, but probably not enough.
Getting some good opposition too, must be said.
Yep.
Easter is upon us. Patrick, what do you do on Easter? You get up?
We go away camping, so the wife, the kids and I get away and don't think about anything for a few days.
The Easter Bunny finds you every year, mate?
Apparently.
What about you, Will? What have you got planned, mate?
I'll probably keep it nice and easy. I might go down to, there's plenty of community footy on around the Easter weekend, so I might go and have a look at a couple of the games on there. Good Friday, always a big one. Springy Districts have got it.
Yep.
You're playing.
I'm going to have a roll around. There's the Doveton boys. Looking forward to that. Hopefully I can walk next week when you see me in here at the GameFace studios for the next rounder. That's been fantastic, boys. Thanks very much. SFNL Division 4. Paddy, good luck this weekend. Have a ripper. Will, have a ripper. I've had a ripper. We'll see you next week on the GameFace Footy Show.